So much ballyhoo about Mueller finally testifying in front of Congress. There was much theater. He stood up. He swore an oath to tell the truth, and then proceeded to say nothing. So all the people who believed the president of the United States had committed impeachable offenses continue to, and all the people who didn't want to believe it don't. Mueller, by all accounts, is a dutiful man. He's a man who has integrity and honor, and I think those things are stopping him from telling the truth. Whenever you're so connected to duty that you don't do the right thing, you've already broken your vow. Your vow is to protect the United States of America. Now, if Donald Trump committed those crimes, you have an obligation to say so. If he didn't commit those crimes, you have an obligation to say that. What you shouldn't be able to do is sit there and say nothing. The taxpayers spent millions of dollars and invested lots of time only to have somebody say, you make your own mind up, which is exactly what everybody did anyway. It's the equivalent of a teacher asking a question, you raise your hand and say, I don't know. You know what happened. You know whether you believe the president of the United States of America committed impeachable or arrestable, indictable offenses, or you know if he didn't. And everybody had a position, and you could have solved it. What was the point of all of those man hours, of all of that money, of all those questions, of all those indictments, if all you was going to say is nothing? And we're forced to extrapolate what you meant. The law is supposed to... I hate when lawyers say the law is clear here. Be clear yourself. Donald Trump committed indictable offenses out of Mueller's mouth. He said that they were at least a few times. Yes, he did that. If you try to get somebody to lie for you, yes, that's obstruction of justice. If you try to fire somebody so that they can't get to the bottom of it, whether it's embarrassing or not, yes, that's. If you try to hire somebody that's going to be more favorable to you, yes, that's obstruction. If you try to involve yourself, Michael Cohen, yes, that's obstruction. Why is it that so many plain-spoken people need so much help speaking plainly? You're under oath to say nothing? You have an obligation to the people of the United States of America to plainly... I hate when plain-spoken men plain say nothing at all. Donald Trump is a racist, clearly. Donald Trump is a criminal, clearly. He's a liar, clearly. And the problem is that so many people who are supposed to love this country and are supposed to be in charge don't say the truth flat out. He's a plain-spoken man. He's an honorable man. He has integrity. Integrity says that sometimes you got to call an audible. Sometimes you do the right thing instead of the thing you took the oath to do. Like there were some orders, if you're a sworn officer, you're in the military, there's some orders that you won't follow because they're not right. You have that obligation. You sat there and said nothing. It's clear that in the United States of America, when you tell me no man above the law, maybe that's what you believe, but it damn sure hurts if you're going to commit a crime to be president while you do it. He clearly said the only reason this man is not indicted is because he was president of the United States of America. So have an obligation. If you did all of that work, you talked to all those people, why don't you tell us what you believe, what you glean from that? It's right here on the page. I'm not going to answer that. What did you come here for then? It's like when people, when there's a crime and the police hold a press conference and they say nothing. One thing that's true in the United States of America that seems to be consistent with people in authority. The people that we hold in the highest esteem are held to the lowest standards. The people that we hold up high get to perform low, and that's okay. If I did it, or you did it, or you did it, if it was a crime for us, it is a crime for you. And anybody who investigated that has an obligation to plainly and forthrightly swear what you believe. What do you believe? Either he did it or he didn't. Is you is or is you ain't. But I'm not telling you is not a reasonable answer.